Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to this extremely exciting evening. I'm your host Sonam C. Chabra and I welcome you all to this very special occasion. At Canon, we're driven by innovation, and today we are going to witness the launch of some revolutionary products which are going to elevate creative expression. Well, it gives me immense happiness to welcome none other than Mr. Kazutara Kobayashi, President and CEO, Canon India Private Limited. Let's welcome sir. A very warm welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. May I request you to please take your seat? Well, Kobayashi-san, I believe you have some really exciting news to share with us. We would love to know all about the new products. May I request you to please share the details with us?
Thank you, Sonam. Yes, we have some great news to share with you all today. Thank you for joining us for special occasion. Every year, we launch many new products and services for both our consumer and the B2B domains in the emerging spaces. These products help our consumer elevate their artistic expression, increase productivity, and improve efficiency. Canon EOS is a trusted brand for more than 30 years now, and we continue our pursuit of technological supremacy and while setting the standards in speed, ease of use, and quality. This year is no different. We started this year with the launch of our flagship model EOS 1DX Mark III, and today we are here to launch some amazing new product services. In spite of the current environment, we are going to go ahead with our plans of introducing the most anticipated product for this year.
Yes, Kobayashi-san. Well, we've also seen and heard a lot of rumors on the internet about Canon's new products, especially the Canon EOS R system. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I try not to follow the online rumors on the social media. Nevertheless, the Canon introduced the EOS R system, which comprises of EOS R series of mirrorless camera body and RF series of lenses in 2018. EOS R series redefined the mirrorless camera standards, which advanced high-performance capture, full-frame sensor, and efficient ergonomics. Today, we are introducing the next generation in the EOS R series, which is created by our tireless efforts in innovation and focus on exceeding our consumers' current and future needs. Dear friends, let me not keep you waiting any further. Let me present you the most awaited additions to the Canon EOS R system. Introducing the all-new EOS R5 and EOS R6. Let's have a look.
Well, Kobayashi-san, wow, this is historical. Many congratulations to you. But I still remember you telling us about some more products.
Oh yes, we are strengthening the EOS R system along with the EOS R5 and the EOS R6. We will also introduce 4 new lenses, 2 new teleconverters, and new accessories. To tell you more about the new EOS R system, let's hear it from Sukumaran, Division Head of our Camera and Printer Products Division. He will join us from Canon Bengaluru facility.
Well, that's great, Kobayashi-san. Now let's connect to Canon Bengaluru facility and join Sukumaran. Please come.
It's great to be connecting from Bangalore. Kobayashi-san, let us unbox and show our audience the new cameras.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Canon EOS R5 and EOS R6. Sukumaran, there are some iconic technologies packed into this product. Which customer exactly did Canon have in mind while designing this product?
Yes, Sonam, we've indeed been waiting for this, and it gives me immense pleasure to share more about these great innovations of Canon. EOS R5 and EOS R6 is a result of our continuous pursuit of technical innovation. It was challenging and exciting, and we are proud to present these game-changing products. At Canon, everything starts with deep understanding of our consumers. The new cameras are designed to satisfy the most demanding high-quality needs of professional photographers and filmmakers. To quote a few, these products are designed for wedding, fashion, wildlife, and media. The advanced movie features will definitely impress content creators and filmmakers. There is a giant leap in new features and major improvements to our imaging technologies, which will elevate creativity to the next level. Let me begin with the key highlights. The EOS R5 incorporates a brand new 45 megapixel CMOS sensor. Along with Digic X processor, we are raising the bar higher for both still and video capture. The EOS R5 is the world's first interchangeable lens camera to feature 8K movie recording with AF tracking, and yes, without the crop factor. EOS R5 can record movies at high frame rate of 120 FPS in 4K with AF tracking for those smooth slow motion videos. We're also introducing in-body image stabilizer in both EOS R5 and EOS R6. This 5-axis image stabilizer delivers as much stability as an 8-stop increase in shutter speed. There are many more interesting details, and to know more about them, let me hand over you back to Delhi to meet Jay Kumar, our Head of Marketing for Camera and Printer Division. And I will join you back very soon.
Thank you, Sukumaran. I'll connect back with you later. So Jay, we are eagerly waiting for the details which have been so innovatively packed in the new EOS R5 and EOS R6.
Hi Sonam. Thank you Sukumaran. Good evening friends. I'm super excited to share some of the biggest innovations that we are bringing in these new products. Let me begin with the processor. Both the EOS R5 and R6 features Canon's most advanced imaging processor till date, the Digic X. Together with the newly designed full-frame sensors, it optimizes all aspects of image and video quality. Together with enhanced speed of image sensor, both the EOS R5 and the EOS R6 can achieve a burst shooting rate of 20 frames per second. The EOS R5 features a newly developed high-speed, high-sensitivity 45 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor. This is designed and manufactured by Canon exclusively for the R system. This new sensor has a low light sensitivity of ISO 51200. The EOS R6 features an advanced high-sensitivity 20.1 megapixel CMOS sensor with a light sensitivity of ISO 1,2400. Now, let me talk about the movie features. The movie features will impress the most demanding filmmakers and content creators. With the new sensor and the advanced Digic X imaging processor, the EOS R5 now supports in-camera 8K recording with AF tracking. This is a first for a full-frame mirrorless cameras, and high-precision cinematic footage can be captured with ease. Every frame of the 8K video contains approximately 35.4 megapixel of data, which means high-resolution images can be extracted from the movie footage. What's more, EOS R5 allows professionals to capture 4K video at a high frame rate of 120 frames per second for that smooth slow motion and ultra sharp focus. The EOS R6 features 4K at 60 frames per second and Full HD at 120 frames per second with servo AF. The EOS R6 meets the demands of high quality movie production, utilizing the rich visual expression provided by 4K Ultra HD recording standards. Both EOS R5 and R6 is compatible with 10-bit Canon log, a part of Canon EOS cinema system. Moving on, our focus on quality is unrelenting, and this is where our digital lens optimizer technology comes in. Digital lens optimizer counters aberrations arising out of lens limitation to produce unmatched quality output in both the cameras. This technology is very specific to Canon camera and lens ecosystem. In the EOS R5, the option of DP RAW provides additional advantage to adjust background clarity and portrait relighting after shooting for that professional touch. This is going to be amazing. Let's now dig into more details and turn to image stabilizer. The EOS R5 and R6 now comes with world's most effective image stabilization, with both cameras now featuring in-body 5-axis image stabilizer. When the camera is equipped with an RF lens that has a built-in IS feature, the IS mechanism of lens and camera work in synchrony to achieve an even greater stabilization effect. This coordinated control IS can be as effective as stabilizing the image as an 8-stop increment in shutter speed. The next topic is our renowned AF system. High speed, high precision, dual pixel CMOS AF has been further improved by enhancing the image reading speed of the CMOS sensor and processing speed of DigicX. This expands the AF coverage area to include the entire image display. We call it EOS Intelligent Tracking and Recognition. DigicX's advanced algorithm improves the accuracy of eye detection and human subject detection. An algorithm developed using deep learning technology allows the camera to detect subject's head in conditions that are very difficult for a conventional camera. The combination of head, eye, and face detection reduces the chance that the camera will lose sight of the subject due to movement. AF algorithm, developed using deep learning technology, is also capable of detecting animal subjects. The camera can detect body, face, eyes of a subject and maintain high precision focus and tracking regardless of the subject's size, posture, orientation, or direction of the face. Since animals often move in unpredictable ways, a very reliable AF tracking algorithm helps the user capture the intended subject and maintain a focal fix on the subjects once it is identified. Let me now talk about low light AF capabilities. A low noise CMOS sensor and DigicX imaging engine perform advanced AF computations, allowing high precision AF even in poorly lit or low contrast shooting conditions. This remarkable sensitive AF system allows the user to capture pictures at the decisive moment while looking through the viewfinder, even in poorly lit conditions without a lot of additional equipment. The EOS R5 supports focusing brightness range of EV-6, while EOS R6 takes it a step further by supporting a brightness range of EV-6.5. Both EOS R5 and R6 AF can operate at settings as low as f22 with a fully open aperture, thanks to improvements in the dual pixel CMOS AF2's calculation performance. Let's now move to connectivity features of these cameras. Both the cameras comes with built-in Wi-Fi to provide wireless connectivity for data transfer and sharing to mobile and remote devices directly or via dedicated Canon application. What makes R5 even more special is the support for Wi-Fi, offering 5 GHz bandwidth for high-speed data transfer. We know the reliability is one of the most important features that our customers are looking for. Both cameras support dual card slots. The R5 has slots for CF Express and SD card, while the R6 has 2 SD card slots. The shutter durability is tested as per Canon's stringent test conditions. R5 offers durability of 500,000 shutter cycle and R6 for 300,000 shutter cycles. Now, let's talk about Image.Canon. Image.Canon is a new cloud platform that integrates the camera and cloud based on the concept of connected camera. Canon camera users can set their camera to automatically transfer all new image data to their Image.Canon cloud via Wi-Fi without worrying about storage capacity. The image can be stored on Image.Canon cloud for up to 30 days. The Image.Canon service functions as a central platform, allowing users to transfer image data to PCs, smartphones, or social media sites. There are many features that cannot be covered in this session. I would request you to visit our website for details of all the features covered here and many more. Thank you for joining us.
Wow, those are some really great features, Jaykumar. Thank you so much for being here with us. Well, now that we've revealed the amazing features of these new cameras, I'm sure the audience is eager to know price and availability. Let me get back to Sukumaran.
Sure. Happy to share. EOS R5 body will be priced at an MRP rupees 3,39,995 per unit, and EOS R6 will be priced at an MRP of rupees 2,15,995 per unit. Both cameras will be available for sales at Canon authorized image squares and resellers in August this year. We are also taking pre-booking orders immediately after this session. The link will be live towards the end. We are also offering additional 1-year warranty and a Canon professional camera bag for a limited period of time. Thank you for joining us this evening and stay safe.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. Stay safe and good night.
Well, what a remarkable range of products from Canon. I'm sure you all must be really eager to get your hands on the new EOS R5 and EOS R6 before anyone else does, right? So what are we waiting for? Just click on the pre-booking button in the description box right away and avail some early bird offers. We will return in 2 minutes and we will begin our live Q&A session. Meanwhile, please start typing your questions in the comment boxes on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, and our team of technical experts from Canon shall be really happy to answer them. Our experts will try to answer as many queries as possible. We will be right back.
Canon, delighting you always.
Hello and welcome back to our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. We are now going to proceed to our live Q&A. May I request you again to please keep sending us your questions and your queries as we have our technical experts from Canon to answer them for you. Welcome Shalini and Bharat. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Alright, so Shalini and Bharat, we have many questions coming in. My first question for Shalini. Shalini, can you explain about autofocus features in R6?
That's a nice question, I would say. So both the cameras are coming with the most powerful autofocus system in the world. Yeah, the Canon's proprietary dual pixel CMOS autofocus 2. Subject detection has gone to the next level, right? So when there is a human face, the camera will detect human's eye, face and head. And there is a new addition, animal detection autofocus. So if the subject is an animal, now the camera will go ahead and detect the animal's body, face and eye. With R5 and R6, it's industry's first 100% autofocus coverage area. So corner to corner sharpness is intact. Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you for answering that. I'm going to take over the next question. Does R6 come with C-Log video option. Bharat, would you like to answer this?
So this is another interesting question, and this could be someone from post-production background. So very happy to tell you that both the cameras R5 and R6 comes with inbuilt Canon log. Yeah.
Interesting. So viewers, please keep sending your questions. Sorting out the questions. I think this one looks interesting. Bharat, I'd like to come back to you and ask you, is eye autofocus available in R5?
Yes. So eye autofocus is something like a de facto standard for both the cameras. However, so if you understand eye autofocus for us in R5 and R6 especially, now this is one notch above the normal eye autofocus. Why? Because it is to do with precision and accuracy. Fast. It is also fast. So overall, if you look at the camera, so there are many elements which is supporting this eye autofocus to the next level. So when I say precision and accuracy, it is like even if your face is obscure or if you are a side profile, it will still continue to detect your eye autofocus until unless you just turn your back, then probably it could be head detection. But eye autofocus is of that level. So that is the best thing. I wanted to elaborate a bit here. Yeah.
Very interesting, very interesting. Coming over, I think I'd like to take this question. Shalini, if you'd like to answer this,
Yes.
is RF lenses, are they the future for Canon?
So RF lenses represent a new frontier in lens design for the EOS R system. So I would say yes. When we talk about our mirrorless RF system, then yes, RF is the future for the EOS R system. However, for our DSLR users, I would like to tell everyone that we will still go ahead and expand our lens series for EF and EFS series lenses. We'll continue to do that.
Thank you. Next, very interesting question coming our way. Somebody is asking, EOS R6, is it made in China or Japan? Shalini, would you like to answer that?
It's 100% made in Japan.
Thank you. Lovely. Next up, coming in here, Bharat, maybe I'd like to ask you this one. Can you please explain IBIS in R5?
Okay. So here IBIS is to do with in-body image stabilizer for Canon. So this is the first time in R5 and R6 both the cameras is incorporated with in-body image stabilizer. When you hear about in-body image stabilizer, it sounds very common because this is not new to the industry, this terminology itself. However, the IBIS here, especially in R5 and R6, is the world best image stabilizations ever made, ever thought of. Very simple to understand why it becomes world so best or industry best is because it can handle effectively up to 8 stop image stabilization. 8 stop. So 8 stop is like crazy. Example, if you are using let's say 100 mm lens and logically or fundamentally you need 1/100 of second as a shutter speed, but if you calculate, if you do a simple mathematics, then you will understand that with 100 mm focal length you will be able to shoot very stable pictures with 2 second of shutter speed. That is almost like impossible. So that 8 stops give you that advantage, that almost your requirement for a tripod to do any low light photography or any motion kind of photography where you want to have the flow of motion but rest everything should be stable and you want to do it handheld. Yes, this can do. That is why this in-body image stabilizer is something very out of a normal understanding about the image stabilization. Yes.
I think it's the next level of creativity.
Yes.
Thank you so much for answering that, Bharat.
This is like an innovation breakthrough.
I agree with you. So I have many questions coming in. Viewers, please keep sending your questions. We have our experts answering them for you. Next up, is the rolling shutter distortion reduced compared to other models?
Okay. Okay. So this is another very good question, and this question is basically asked by the people who are into high speed photography when they do continuous shooting, or for that matter even for the people who are into cinematography. So generally when you pan the camera, you face the problem of rolling shutter where the sequence looks very wobbly.
Yes.
So very happy to tell you that with DigiX processor, the most advanced processor used in this camera, and the very advanced computing it supports, and the sensors which is providing very high speed readout, the sensor readout, yes, I can assure and I can with full confidence I can tell you that it have been significantly reduced. So the rolling shutter, if you understand any interchangeable lens camera capability to handle rolling shutter, this is the camera which have made the countermeasure for rolling shutter in a very significant way. I will not say that it have completely nullified the rolling shutter problem. However, it have improved a lot, significant improvement. Yes.
That was actually quite well explained. In-depth explanation. Viewers keep sending in your queries. I'm going to take this one next. I think it's an interesting one. Shalini, would you like to answer this? Low light compared to Sony.
Okay, great question. Thank you for asking this question. So the low light autofocus is flawless in both EOS R5 and R6. The autofocus operates at a very dim light, at a light rating of EV-6 in EOS R5 and EV-6.5 in EOS R6. So people who are interested in doing night photography, or there are situations wherein there is low light photography, the light is very less, you will see that the autofocus will still go ahead and work with EOS R5 and R6 in such dim light also. The autofocus has gone to the next level. So what happens is that when people are using telephoto lenses, they want to use extenders, right? So when the extenders are used, what happens is that the f value is increased. So the f value can increase to 5.6, 11, 22. So the opening of aperture becomes smaller. So the light intake is very less. So what happens is that in this situation, autofocus generally does not work. But with both these cameras, the autofocus has gone to the next level. With extenders also, now you will see that people will comfortably will be able to use as high f value as 22, and autofocus will still work.
Thank you so much. Thank you for explaining that so well.
Thank you.
Shalini, I'm just taking up the next question. So a question's coming in here for us, and one of our viewers says, "Hi Canon, can I use R5 for covering weddings?" Bharat, would you like to take that?
Yes, definitely. So the first thing when so this question's very interesting, and then I appreciate this question because generally we have a feeling that a very high megapixel camera of almost 45 megapixel, we always face a problem, or it is like a balance between the low light shooting or a tricky light shooting condition of Indian weddings and a very high megapixel. So whether this trade-off is good enough, that could be the question what I can understand. So I wanted to assure you that even with very high megapixel, 45 megapixel, this camera low light capability in terms of handling ISO is up to 51-200 in a normal ISO range. Okay, this is definitely not expandable. But when you go for expandable, it can go for 102400 ISO, which I'm not talking here. I'm talking about the normal ISO range, which is fit, good enough to use it. That means definitely it is yes, can be used. And over and above, to top up, even in that condition, you will be still able to use the 12 FPS, 12 frame per second. That means speed is not compromised, autofocus not compromised, your megapixel resolution is not compromised. You can crop to any extent to meet your requirement. So yes, as a first choice of wedding photographer, this could be the camera, definitely yes.
As a first choice.
As a first choice.
Very interesting.
This is something like breaking the myth of a high megapixel not made for wedding photography. This completely break this thought process with this camera. Yes.
So innovation is out here in front of you. I hope our viewers' question was answered, that can R5 be used for weddings. Next question coming over to me here. I can see an interesting one and a relevant one. Shalini, I'd like to ask you this. EOS R5 shutter life, please. We'd like to know.
So as Bharat rightly said, that EOS R5 is designed to ensure high image quality at 45 megapixel, cinematic experience at 8K RAW, and absolute smooth operation, right? So the EOS R5 is outfitted with shutter mechanism durability of 5 lakh shutter cycle. That's huge.
Huge.
Yeah. One of the industry's best, I would say. It's there with the EOS 1DX Mark III also. So you would see the flagship model which we have for our DSLR category, 1DX Mark III. The same has been replicated in EOS R5, 5 lakh shutter cycles.
5 lakhs, that's actually huge. We hope your question was answered. Alright, one very relevant question coming our way is that please let us know when will the product be available for sale and the price, if any of you would like to answer this.
Would you like to answer?
Yes, sure. So the product pre-booking has already started. You can see the link in the description box, and the sales will start from first week of August. The price for EOS R5 is 339,995, only the body, and for the R6 it is 215,995.
Okay, thank you for that. And also how to pre-book this.
If the viewers are watching this on YouTube, there is a pre-booking link in the description box. You can fill that and avail the offers which are limited, which are there for limited periods. So book now. Alternatively, you can also keep a watch on our social media handles for the pre-booking information.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So YouTube viewers, don't forget to watch out our description box for the pre-booking link, and also don't forget to watch out Canon India's social handles, just like Shalini told us. So moving over to our next question, let me find the next one. Okay, I have a question coming in here, and a viewer asks, what is portrait relighting function in EOS R5?
Okay. So this is very interesting, and this is finely picked question, huh? So a lot of appreciation for you that you have picked a very fine question. Okay. So this particular functionality, portrait relighting, is available in EOS R5, the camera which I am holding here, EOS R5. What it does is basically it can simulate the lighting effect what a professional used to achieve with multiple lighting or creating the additional light source to get that kind of effect. So this is very simple. If you are shooting a portrait, so portrait, that means a human face, okay? And then later on, if you feel that you want to change the orientation of the light coming from this side, this side, this side, wherever in 360 degree, you can adjust the lighting, okay? And the only requirement from your side is that never forget that you have to shoot your image in DP RAW. So in the menu system, there is a function called DP RAW, DPRAW. You just have to enable that. And if you are clicking with that image quality, then during the post review, you can choose the portrait relighting functionality and you can adjust your lighting. That means out of the camera, you can have the professional quality of portrait without using additional sources of light. You can do it. So this is very unique to the industry. That
I have personally never heard of something like this. I think it's breakthrough.
Yes.
It's unique. Without using separate lighting.
Correct.
If you use the DP RAW option,
yes,
you can actually achieve the kind of results that you achieve by
Correct.
adding additional lights. That's
Correct.
incredible.
And also how a user can, how a professional can use it. Let's say not every time people feel like using a external flash, or there will be situation where the client don't need the photographer to use any additional light source, but still you have to do your photography, right? This is your client requirement.
True.
Then you can probably use this technique of shooting in DP RAW, and then later on you can adjust the lighting. That means it will save a lot of hassle and additional equipment. It's a win-win scenario for both the client as well as the professional.
I think it's brilliant, and I've personally never heard of something like this. It's quite innovative and different and unique. Okay, many questions coming our way. Viewers, please keep sending your questions. I'm going to pick up the next one. Okay, I think I'd like to ask you, the AF frame zones mentioned as 1053 in EOS R5, R6, So how does it improve?
So, you want to answer? Shall I?
Yes, please.
Either of
Okay,
you.
okay, so no issue. Even she can also answer. I just want to elaborate here. So, this is the first time, if you have heard about the AF segment, right? So, all the Canon users, EOS R, and then all the mirrorless users. So far, we were using 143 AF segment for automatic selection. This time, that segment or AF segment have been increased to 1053. So what does 143, 1053 means to the larger audience? It means that now the camera will provide you very close, very accurate, very precise autofocusing, correct? That means the segments are closer, or you can say the AF points are very close, very near, right? And that is also the impact when I talked about the eye autofocus thing, right? That how it became one stop or one level above the normal eye autofocus. So 1053 is not just a number. For the camera, it have to do many things related to autofocusing capability, correct? You just understand in simple term that it increases the precision and the accuracy of autofocus throughout the screen in 100% area. Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take up the next question. After autofocus and getting into the details of relighting function, I'd like to take over this question, I think, which is very relevant. Shalini, would you like to tell us, Team Canon, I would like to know when you are planning to conduct a masterclass on EOS R5.
Okay, that's a great question. Absolutely, we are planning, and we are planning special masterclasses this time for both EOS R5 and R6. As Bharat rightly said, that the camera will hit the shelf in first week of August. So soon people will start seeing information about the masterclasses, the topic, the details on Canon official social handles. So I would say that please watch out that space, see the information, and then register according to your requirement.
Okay, thank you. Shalini, so viewers, please watch out for our Canon official social handles and you'll get the details of the master classes there. Okay, next question. One of our viewers is saying, I would love to buy the EOS R5, but please tell me if there is any special offer available.
Okay. So, yes, there is a special offer as an early bird offer, which is, the first thing is you will have 1 year additional warranty. So, it makes 2 + 1 year warranty.
Yeah.
Number 2, you will also have EF to RF mount adapter, which will help you to use all the EF lenses, EFS lenses, in case if you are a Canon user, or if you plan to use along with that lenses. That is number 2. Number 3, you will also be getting one 3-way Canon branded camera bag.
Oh.
Very interesting concept bag. This is the third thing which is a part of the offer as an early bird. Yes.
So early birds, please start pre-bookings. The description in the description box. We've been talking about offers, so I'll take a relevant question to that. Any EMI offers available? Somebody is asking.
Okay. So I think
I think you've
already
answered
answered.
that
Yeah.
already.
Yes.
So any kind of offer which will be coming. So definitely EMI offer is there.
Yes.
It will be coming. You will get all the information. Rather, we are very proactive here to announce across our social channels, social handles about the EMI offer. So you'll get to know. Definitely
Yes,
it's there. Like all other cameras, R5, R6 will also have the EMI offer. Definitely yes.
Great. Great. So I think you should all watch out for the official social handles. Next up, Bharat, there's an interesting question coming our way. One of our viewers is asking, I'm a wildlife photographer. Please suggest me whether to buy 1DX Mark III or EOS R6.
Okay. Okay. So very interesting, very tricky, because 1DX Mark III was launched at the beginning of the year. It is our flagship camera. Definitely yes. That means it is like the pinnacle of the technology in DSLR, with beyond doubt. But yes, there are a set of users, set of wildlife photographers who are looking for a camera which have that capability of 1DX. However, they are okay with getting this in smaller body, even with the compromise of so-called weight or ruggedity or the vertical grip, design itself. But the core requirement is of having a smaller and lighter tools. Definitely, they can opt either of the cameras, be it R5 or R6, either of the cameras are good enough, because the first requirement or the secondary requirement or the third requirement could be what in a sequence. Number one, it could be speed. Speed is the essence of wildlife photography. So definitely it supports 12 FPS, 20 FPS, mechanical, electronic. Number two, AAF, autofocus. Autofocus is superb, beyond debate, the best system. Number three, resolution. Resolution, you have two cameras now. One is a balance between the resolution and the speed and the body itself. It could be R6. The option could be R6. Economical as well. But if something from pro requirement, definitely 45, very extreme autofocus, very high speed shooting capability. So either of the cameras fit to wildlife category. The only thing is that now they will have to balance out between the cost and the requirement. Yeah.
Well answered. Please keep sending your questions. We'll try to take as many queries as possible. Shalini, next up for you, is slow motion available? Tell us about slow-mo.
Yes, that's an interesting question, and I'm sure people would be waiting for this answer, because movie is one of the important aspect. If you see in EOS R5 and R6, the specs are really high when it comes to EOS R5. So slow motion is available in both the cameras, right? The EOS R5 records movie at high frame rate at 120 FPS in 4K resolution, right? It's very high. And the EOS R6 will also record slow motion 120 FPS in full HD. So the best part with both the cameras is that now movie servo autofocus will be available in both the modes. So whether you are doing slow motion in EOS R5 or you're doing slow motion in EOS R6, continuous autofocus is available in both the cameras.
Okay.
So that was one of the requirement by the professionals, that slow motion should have continuous autofocus, and there the answer to the question or answer to the requirement is that yes, it's there.
So in a word, the answer is yes, it is there. Okay, I think next question coming my way is 45 megapixel. Is it really required?
A lot of people ask this
Yeah,
question,
yes.
right? That
This
is
is the-
45
yeah.
megapixel really required in the camera, or what's the advantage of having a 45 megapixel camera? So I would say that EOS R5 is one of the most well balanced camera when it comes to higher megapixel segment cameras in mirrorless categories. Well balanced, and with our latest imaging processor Digix X, it fulfills all the photography needs of professionals.
Okay.
Right. However, I would say that people who do not require 45 megapixels, so their requirement might not be a higher megapixel camera, then they can go for our other full frame mirrorless range, the all new EOS R6 at 20.1 megapixel, and we have our EOS R at 30.3 megapixels. So as per the requirement, or as per the requirement of a professional, I would say please choose. We have a basket of products, all at high quality, all performing very well. So I would say that it entirely depends on the professional need. What's your requirement?
Correct. So it's like a 45 megapixel generally, people, why this reservation or why this question at first place is because it is very difficult for people to believe that a full frame camera having a very high megapixel, will it aid to the additional requirement, like I said in the earlier questions, that when the megapixel increase, will it support good enough low light capability?
Yeah.
Will it support the speed required? So that is the kind of dilemma situation. This is when the question comes. But we want to assure, or we want to give a confidence that this camera have taken care of all the dilemma condition, which is fundamentally a live question from any of the professional. Correct. So now the debate is no more. that whether 45 good, 20 good, 30 good, those kind of things. I need the best, but with everything allied things to be best.
Yeah.
Then yes, this camera outdo every questions for that matter. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for explaining so very well and in depth. Viewers, keep sending your queries and questions. I'm taking them here. I think this one looks very interesting to me. Bharat, in case you'd like to take this. Movie filming, of course, is a very important aspect. So we are interested to know more about R5 video features for movie filming.
Okay. So to start with, R5 is the I'm using world as on date today. First interchangeable camera, which is supporting 8K, 8K, 8K raw. Okay. That means now nothing is beyond that. Okay. Apart from that, you have 8K UHD, 8K DCI in Canon log format, HDR-PQ format, compression of H.264 or HEVC. You have a compression of all-I, IPB. You think anything about the resolution first, this camera have. You just imagine. Coming to the 4K capability of the R5, even for that matter R6, both have the quality delivery from oversampling, meaning your 4K will be delivered from 8K oversampling, correct? So you can imagine the quality of 4K, a conventional 4K and the oversampled 4K. Same thing with your R6, it will be oversampled at 5K to get the quality of 4K. And you think of frame rate, 24, 25, 30, 50, 60, everything is there. The only exception you should understand is in 8K you will have a 30 max, 30 FPS. 4K you can go up to 120. Your the rest all have all variable frame rates. And your R6 is up to 4K, that is very sure. And the full HD 120 high frame rate is there in R6.
Yes.
Okay? Canon log is there for the color, people who are into color grading, people who want to keep their 8K footage as a valuable footage for later on usage, and they have the capability of doing post-production on 8K, it is worth saving or worth doing filming with 8K in R5.
Okay.
So you have both option at the top layer. You can opt for anything, you are good to go for professional filmmaking. Yes.
So basically, crux of the matter is you are good to go for professional filmmaking.
Yes.
Thank you so much for answering that in-depth explanation. Thank you. Next, I think this one looks interesting to me. Shalini, would you like to take this question? A viewer is asking, hi, I'm currently using 6 EF lenses. Will R6 support my lenses?
Okay, great question. So I would like to say that the entire range, the EF and EFS, we have over 70 lenses available. So the R5 or R6, or I would say that all the full frame mirrorless, the R series, the users will be able to access the entire range of EF and EFS lenses. The only thing the user require is a EF to RF mount adapter. So there's a mount adapter which is there. There are 3 different variants which we have. So the customer can just pick a mount adapter, and then whatever lenses which he is currently using with his DSLR body, he can go ahead and very well go ahead and use on the mirrorless body with full access. Compromise in autofocus, everything will be available with the mirrorless
Also,
body.
I think the adapter is a part of early bird offer,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So,
yes. To
even
add
for
to-
that matter, you don't have to think twice. Yes, you can definitely use whatever you have.
Lovely. So you can, my viewer, whoever asked this question, I hope your question is answered well. You definitely can use these lenses with R6. All right. Next up, Shalini. A viewer is asking, why not 5 years warranty for Canon cameras? Why not? Please tell us.
So currently we are offering 2 plus 1 year warranty with the R5 and R6, right? However, if the customer wants to go ahead and extend the warranty, there is a Canon Care Pack which is available. So as per the requirement of the customer, there is a variant of 1 year to 3 years, up to 3 years. So the customer can buy an extended warranty for 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. Yeah, he has to buy it. It comes with an additional cost, but the free warranty is 2 plus 1 as of now.
All right. The free warranty is 2 plus
And,
1.
and finally, my feeling is that it is all about usage also. Many a time, for many of the users, probably they will even not require that kind of confidence we are carrying with this product. Probably they will not feel the reason to have additional warranty, because in any case they may not require. It all depends on how they use it. This camera is so stable, so sturdy, that I don't think that
5 years is a requirement.
yeah, five year
Years
itself is a
requirement.
requirement at first place.
I get your point. I understand. Very well answered. Thank you. I think viewers, please quickly send me your questions. I'll take one final question and we'll wrap this up. Okay, I'll take this one. Bharat, we would like to know more about image.canon.
Okay, okay. This is very interesting, huh? Because why it is interesting? Because this is not a hardware, huh? This is not a hardware. This is Canon own cloud platform, and the best part is it is compatible with Canon cameras. With R5 and R6, the additional advantage is that it have the automatic transfer functionality. Automatic transfer, it can automatically upload your images or video to cloud platform. So image.canon is a very new Canon platform, and then the best thing for the Canon user is that it supports unlimited data transfer. Unlimited. There is no limitation to only 10 GB or 20 GB or 30 GB. The only thing they have to bear in mind is that this unlimited data storage facility is for 30 days, and then it need to be transferred to a permanent storage,
Okay.
either to your own system or wherever you want to pass it on, or for that matter, if you want to secure some exceptionally good photos for the longer duration, which you may not need, because professionally you don't need that kind of storage that you put in and you forget kind of thing. You will either go for post-production or passing to the remote person who will be doing editing for you, or passing it to the client for them to scan the images and then to identify which they want to go for photo finishing, those kind of things. So 30 days unlimited, no question asked. Then you have a 10 GB permanent storage where you can transfer your select images so that you can manage your
Storage
space. Fine. So image.canon also, additionally, it provides you attached services for third-party services. That means there are third-party cloud services where you can access through image.canon. So image.canon is a very universal Canon cloud platform. See from that aspect, think from that aspect, and it's free. Canon is not charging at all to use this functionality, and it is for everyone. You just have to download the app called image.canon, use it. Even for your PC, you have a downloader functionality. There is a URL, image.canon.com. You can use that.
Very interesting. So it's free for all, image.canon. Guys, go ahead and download. I have a lot of questions, but I really hope our viewers, we've managed to answer most of your queries. Thank you so much for the questions. Thank you so much, Shalini and Bharat, for answering all the questions. Thank you to our viewers. We hope you took all your questions and we answered them. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion of the launch of EOS R5 and R6. Thank you everybody who's been watching us from all across. Please do keep a lookout on the Canon India official website and social handles. I am your host Sonam C. Chabra signing off. Stay safe and take care.
Canon, delighting you always.